every new barrel before indexing is storing the file, they read the just log file created by other barrels. So this is this helps in parallelizing the information, parallel version of information. Means they avoid, this system avoids the duplicate entry to any other barrels. Now sorting, this is sorting part. It takes each of the forward barrels and sort it by word ID to produce the inverted barrel. Inverted barrel means just word and document ID pairs, they sorted that inverted index for each barrel. They parallelize the sorting phase also and subdivides the barrel into baskets to load into main memory, because it is not possible to load entire their disk index into main memory at a time. Now sorts the baskets also and write its contents into inverted barrel. Means this is second level indexing, third level indexing. To identify that, after getting query, it checks second level indexing, say that go to this barrel, from this barrel first level indexing will show that go to this barrel, second level indexing will show that go to this basket, from where you will get the data. This is a searching, the searching strategies applied by Google. Means this is not current searching strategies, this is actually this paper is published in 1998 when Google first launched their search engine. After that they stopped disclosing their business tactics and their search engine architecture. So people for reading purpose consider this structure only. So first step is parse the query, second stage is convert words into document IDs, and third stage is seek to start the document list in the sort barrel for every word. I already discussed that how to search, and then scan through the doc list until there is a document that matches all the search terms. Compute the rank of all documents for the query. If we are in the sort barrels at the end of the doc list, then how to go to the next step and how to search on the next barrel, it depends upon the indexes. And then if we are not at the end of the doc list, then go to step 4. We again scan the entire barrel and sort the documents that have matched and apply the ranking scheme. Now the problem, search engine, what your page rank scheme will give you the score to each page, each word, and rank those pages for each, means page rank score rank the pages. Hello. Actually, I am in workshop. I will talk after 5:30. Yes. Now one question related to ranking mechanism. Suppose you have a page rank score for each page. Now you apply some query word like SQL Server. Contains two words, word 1 and word 2. Then based on both words, how you will retrieve the appropriate page. Now just try to understand, apply some mind that actually there is it is not given in any textbook that how finally search engine works. Means you just ranked all pages based on their link with other pages. You already know basic page rank algorithm. Now in document ID pair, word and document ID pair, word, document ID and their rank according to their link with other pages. Now suppose you are passing the query like SQL and server, two word query. Then how search engine will rank the document for SQL server? You have rank of page, not rank of word. You never stored the rank of word, you only stored the rank of page, and rank of page never serve your query. Then how Google shows the rank list of pages? Because they didn't disclose that how they fetches the page based on page rank, because it is not possible. Your query is not directly related to page rank. Then how you will get the rank list of pages? And suppose you get one assignment to develop a search engine by using page rank scheme. Suppose you have just 1000 pages, and then you can easily calculate the page rank of each of the pages. You will store index, document index, inverted index, everyone. Means you can store inverted index in a simple disk, say very few space of disk. It will take not more than 1 MB to store 1000 pages, indexes of 1000 pages. Means just document ID, word or word ID and their corresponding document ID and their rank. Now how to retrieve the appropriate rank list of pages based on the user defined query? Any idea? Just think, this is very important and crucial part, because in all search engine related document you will not get this information, and to actually implement the search engine you will require this information. You should have this information. Do you understand the question? No? Okay, I will explain. Okay, I am again explaining the question. In page rank score, suppose you have a 1000 pages and you calculated the page rank of each 1000 pages. Here it is word ID, here it is document ID, and their page rank. You stored this data into your hard disk. Word W1, document ID D1, page rank some value, like that. You have a complete storage. You calculated this page rank by using Google PageRank scheme. Now user fires this query. Now, and your all documents are related, most of the documents are related to SQL server, means you are able to answer this question. Then how you can rank, you will produce the ranked list of documents. Based on this query and this information. This is very important question and very important for development of initial search engine. Because PageRank's implementation is available on it, you can easily do simple pre-processing task. Combine them, you will get the PageRank, you will get the inverted index also. Still you are not able to develop your own search engine, because this is the gap. Means there is no connection between your query and your inverted index table. How to any solution? Some documents may have, maybe a low rank documents may have those words, high rank documents may also have those words, but maybe documents are not relevant for that word. If you just consider whether those words appear in the document or not, maybe document will be very high rank, but may not be relevant for that word. Then your search engine will be crap, work like a crap. Any idea? No. Very simple solution. Just calculate the cosine similarity score with all documents, multiply it with PageRank score of that document and sort them. Finally solved. Too simple. I already said that in first class that these similarity measures can be used to rank the documents based on query. And the PageRank will generally gives you the ranking of pages based on their popularity. But what you want? Popular page, but it should be relevant according to your query also. So multiply those ranks, you will get your search engine. Multiply the cosine similarity of documents with their PageRank, documents PageRank score. Now your search engine is ready. Very simple and effective search engine. This technique, by using this technique, you can develop a very simple search engine based on PageRank or any other ranking algorithm. Now the next part is ranking system, how it works. There are different ranking systems that Google also use. Initially they were using like hit list. It includes the position, font, capitalization information, factors in hits from anchor text and page rank of the document, etc. Ranking function so that no particular factor can have too much influence. For single word search it is very easy. In order to rank the documents, Google looks at documents hit list for a single word query and compare its IR score and combine it with page rank. This is the solution that I was asking. So the here term was combine their IR score with page rank. Here you combine your cosine similarity score with page rank. Solution was there. And for multi-word search, hit occurring close together, documents are weighted higher than hits occurring far apart. Means here the system is like for one more thing that Google initially also used some other features other than cosine similarity. For example, your hit list word or query word may be related to the title of the word, maybe anchor text word. Then they can give better, more accuracy or more weightage to such kind of words in ranking the documents. In ranking the documents according to a query. Now Google also use the feedback mechanisms to improve their ranking. This is general PageRank scheme. I already discussed that how PageRank scheme works. This is initial Google architecture that earlier they developed. Now I think you can easily develop a simple PageRank, a simple search engine very easily. Just download PageRank algorithms, PageRank source code available in Java and C++, and apply some pre-processing source code, and pre-processing source code, document pre-processing code in Java is available, and then combine it with there is a cosine similarity calculation source code in Java is also available. Call all class in your program, club them and add them with some user interface. You can easily develop a search engine, your own search engine. So this is a Google architecture. Here they combine all things at a same place, single place. So this is URL server, provides the seed word, then crawler use that seed URL and crawl the web pages and store it in the server, and then store it in repository, and then indexer index those pages, then anchors identify the URLs in those pages, then URL resolver convert the URL into ID and store it into barrels. Here earlier we just assumed that we can identify the page by page ID, but here they added some URL resolver which map the page URL with page ID and store it in barrel. Those barrels contains inverted index, means word and document ID in the sorted form. Here sorter sorts all entries in the barrel. Here they provide some lexical information also, so that they can improve the searching, means whether word occurs, particular word occur in document heading, title, etc. So when searcher search any query, then they use the information available in barrels like inverted index, lexicon, lexical information, document index and page rank, and combine them all and produce the ranked list of web pages. This is a very general starting architecture of Google. Now the major data structures used. Actually, Google data structures are optimized so that a large document collection can be crawled, indexed and searched with a little cost. This is the main aim of their Google data structure. Big files. Actually, big files are virtual file spanning. It spans multiple file system and addressable by using 64 bit of integers. One more thing. If you apply the inverted index based system and if you use 32 bit based converter or 32 based means bit based system to prepare the indexes, then it will take slightly more time, 20% more time. To reduce this, you can convert it, you can use 64 bit based system. Next is the repository. Actually, it contains full HTML of every web pages. Here another thing is in text mining. Now for very large data set, earlier people were using data compression techniques. They used the data compression techniques to compress the web pages or documents and used to store in any repository or storage device. And in the compress mode they were generally using the calculation, but now this is not so. Document indexes. To store the document indexes, it uses IASM, index sequential access mode. In database, you already know that there are two different indexing modes, index sequential and VASM mode. So this is simple database type operation. Data structures are too easy. First is lexicon. Lexicon is, it contains 14 million words. Hit list. Hit list, actually they means prepare the hit list by using their log files, search log files. They use the search log files to calculate the hit list. Next is the forward index. Forward index is just a simple indexing format, like using word ID and then document ID, like that. And each barrel holds a range of word ID. If a document contains words that fall into particular barrel, the document ID is recorded into that barrel and following by the list. Means a particular word ID and then number of document IDs. And then inverted index. Inverted index consists of the same barrel as a forward index, except that inverted index means word ID, document ID pair, and forwarded index means word ID, several document IDs list. They maintains two different types of storage. For fast calculation, this is just for fast calculation, nothing else, because maintaining same information twice So I have taken those slides from those starting papers of PageRank algorithms and starting architecture of search engines. Any question? Yeah. Yeah, very simple. Okay. How to combine them, I will show. Suppose our query word is PageRank. We have information like word ID, document ID and PageRank score. Okay. From this table it is easy to calculate cosine similarity of document ID for this query. Okay, you already have PageRank score, so just multiply the PageRank score of particular document ID which contains the word PageRank. This is very simple. Now, except means other than cosine similarity, you can also combine some other features like whether query word occur in title of the document or that query word is anchor text for that document. You can give different weightage, and you combine with them with cosine similarity. Then cosine similarity score will be more, and then multiply those similarity score with page rank score. You will get rank list of pages which are popular also, but also important for your query. Yeah. No. You have to just identify top 1000 pages which contains word page rank. Okay. Then for 1000 pages, you have to just calculate the cosine similarity of those 1000 pages with respect to query word page rank. Now for every document you will get page rank cosine similarity score with respect to query word page rank. Just multiply their page rank score and cosine similarity score and sort them in descending order. Yeah. Yeah, Lucene generally gives the same kind of things. Actually, Lucene also give you rank list of the document, but Lucene do not use page rank. Lucene generally use BM25 web based system to search a particular document for any query. Because you are not searching popular document. In web page you are searching popular documents which satisfies your query requirement. But in traditional document search, you are searching the pages which satisfies your query requirement, not popularity. Any question? Any question? Hello? Okay. Okay, quickly. Actually, now I am in a workshop. I am conducting one workshop. It continues till 5 p.m. After that I will, yes. Okay. Means? Yes. Okay, thanks madam. Bye. Any question? Today I feel that means class is too boring. No questions from your side. This is interesting topic. This is very practical topic. Because you already know what is page rank. I thought I just discussed that how can you practically implement page rank for your requirement, search engine for your requirement. Because I implemented this page rank in data warehousing page under PK Reddy search project. He had given 10 GB track data set and said that come with a search engine. Use any algorithm, but I will type the query and just check the rank, whether system is working properly or not. So I practically implemented that thing. That's why I know that how it practically works. That's why I explained how you can implement those things. Two more topics. Recommendation system and means search engine optimization. No hands. एक्चुअली मैक्सिमम टॉपिक्स हम वेबसाइट में डाल दिए, तो हैंड्स ऑन का जरूरत ही नहीं, प्रिंट आउट का सेपरेट. I also discussed that you can use Google Scholar. I also discussed about Google Scholar website. Google Scholar is the most supporting website for students. You can download any number of paper, because most of the time, for example, in our college, after publishing paper in ACM or IEEE, college also keep a separate repository for paper. And what Google Scholar do? Google Scholar, for every published paper, they try to search on net. Every search is that whether this another version of paper is available anywhere or not, and then provides the link. But suppose earlier it was like if paper is published in ACM and if you don't have ACM subscription, you cannot download. But with Google Scholar you can download now, because you are searching, they solve the searching problem. They automatically search that paper, alternate version of paper is available in some other place. They collected those links. So I said use Google Scholar, type anything and search. And most of the university based research, they always put their one other version of paper to university site to show their publications. And even in company, they put their papers in their website to show that what we are doing in research field. And Google Scholar, what Google Scholar doing? They collecting all such papers from there everywhere, which are published in commercial websites, means commercial type of things like ACM, IEEE, where one paper download will charge $20, $30. They will give you alternate link to freely download those papers. So now you have a lot of resources. I just covered that how can you process through, how can you start through basic idea and gradually increase your basic idea towards the current research, till the current research, and then stop. That's why for every topic I started with initial research, very simple research, then gradually increases the level of research thoughts, and then discussed about the some latest work, so that you can analyze the thinking process and can develop something. And discussed about some practical approach, like how can you develop your own system. Now it will depend. Actually, this is not too easy topic to completely grasp the entire information. It will take 4 or 5 months hard work. It requires 4 or 5 months continuous hard work.